नीलातुङ्गस्तनगिरितटी सुप्तमुद्बोध्य कृष्णं पारार्थ्यं स्वं श्रुतिशतशिरःसिद्धमध्यापयन्ति स्वोच्छिष्टायां स्रजनिगलितं या बलात्कृत्य भुङ्क्ते गोदा तस्यै नम इदमिदं भूय एवास्तु भूयः. Andal, born as the daughter of Periyalvar in SriVilliputtur, wanted to reach Bhagavan and do service to him, but she did not find a way to do it from SriVilliputtur, and so she emulated the Gopika Stris of Vrindavan and imagined that she is performing the Margazhi Nonbu with them, and she sang her experiences with Bhagavan as Tiruppavai, the 30 Pasharams. In that Tiruppavai, the Pasharam that we are going to see today and tomorrow are considered to be the essence. In all Prabandhams usually there is a central message that needs to be conveyed, and around that everything else is built up. Suppose there is a precious gem, we wouldn't let it lying on the ground. We would have a nice jewelry box for it. The box would have a portion at the bottom, the gem would be placed inside, and then there would be a beautiful lid for it. Similarly, all Divya Prabandhams have a central meaning, an essence that they want to convey, and all the Pasharams before and after that lead up to it and then are a conclusion after this Pasharam. Similarly, the 28th and 29th Pasharams of Tiruppavai, which explain the meaning of Sharanagati, are the crux of Tiruppavai. And so, I request you all to listen with a lot of interest and caution. Now, in yesterday's Pasharam, Andal said, Kudarai vellum sheer Kovinda, Undannai paadipparekondu yam peru sammanam. She asked for everything that she wants to get once the Nonbu was over. They need to be honored as soon as the Vratam is over, and so she listed all the things she wants. Then, now Bhagavan asked them, what do you have for me to give all of these things? If you want to receive something, you should have eligibility to receive it. Andal is asking for mukti itself. She might have asked for the instruments to perform Nonbu and the honors that she wants to get after Nonbu. But if you look at the things that she has asked for, they are what a Muktatma gets when he goes from the samsara to Nitya Vibhuti Sri Vaikuntham itself. All the instruments of Bhagavan become his, and he combines, he joins with all the Nitya Suris and Muktatmas and Sri Vaikuntham and enjoys Bhagavan. That is what Andal said as Kudi irundu kulirundu. We must go to Vaikuntham, join with all of the people who are already there, and together we will enjoy Bhagavan. That is the meaning of the verse, Soshnute Sarvan Kaman Sahabrahmana Vipaschita. So in the 26th and 27th Pasharams, Andal explained what mukti is. Now, what is the means to reach mukti? The Vedas say bhakti and prapatti are two means. Bhakti is nothing but meditating upon Bhagavan with a lot of devotion to him. Sharanagati is finding no other way to reach mukti. Since I have no other eligibility or qualification to reach mukti on my own, I surrender at the feet of Bhagavan and plead to him to grant mukti to me out of his own benevolence. That compassion, depending on Bhagavan's compassion, accepting him as the means for me to reach mukti, is called Sharanagati or Prapatti. And that Sharanagati is explained in the Dvaya Mahamantra. There are three rahasyams that are celebrated in the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya: Tirumantram, Dvayam and Charamashloka. Tirumantram is the mantra that is formed when you add Om and Namaha to the Narayanam word. Bhagavan has a name called Narayana. You add Om and Namaha to it. That Ashtaksharam Tirumantram is called the Mantra Raja, the king amongst mantras. Then Charamashloka sung by Krishna in the Gita is known to us all. The third one is called Dvayam. It consists of two sentences, two vakyams, and so is called Dvayam. It is celebrated as Mantra Ratnam. There is one king of mantras and there is another gem amongst mantras. Now you can see which is superior. Would the gem go looking for the king, or would the king come looking for the gem? From this we can know that there is no other mantra greater Vedanta Deshika in his Rahasya Trayasaram says, Na Vedantat Shastram, Na Madhumasanat Tattvam Akhilam, Na Sattvat Arogyam, Na Dvayavachanataha Kshemakaranam. There is nothing that can do us more good than the Dvaya Mahamantram. The two sentences of Dvayam have two meanings. The first one is where we accept Bhagavan and fall at his feet and accept him as our savior, as our means to reach mukti. That is called Bhagavat Charana Varanam. Bhagavan is Sriman Narayana. His Charanam, his holy feet, Varanam, choosing them, selecting them as the upayam by which I am going to reach Bhagavan. What does it mean by selecting? I go and plead to him that you must be my upaya. I do not have any other means to reach mukti. That is the meaning of the first sentence. It starts as Bhagavan is the consort of Mahalakshmi. So it means to Mahalakshmi, to Sriman Narayana, Narayana who is along with Mahalakshmi, I surrender at his feet. This is the meaning of the first sentence. The second sentence says, I want to perform all sorts of Kainkaryam to Mahalakshmi Tayar and Narayana together. This is the meaning of the second Vakyam. These two meanings are explained by Andal in the 28th and 29th Pasurams respectively. So, in today's Pasuram, she does Bhagavat Charana Varanam. She chooses, she accepts or surrenders to Bhagavan and takes him as the Upaya. She performs Sharanagati. In tomorrow's Pasuram, she does Kainkarya Prarthana. She begs to Bhagavan to give her Kainkaryam service for ever and ever. The Pasuram for today is Karavaigal Pinsendru Kanam Dundbom Arivonnamillada Vaikkulattu Undannai Piraviperundanai Punniyam Yamudayom Kuravonnamillada Kovinda Undannodu Uravel Namakking Olikka Odiyadu Ariyada Pillagalom Anbinal Undannai Chiruperalaittanavum Siri Arulade Iraiva Neetharai Parai Yelor Empavai. This Pasuram must be divided into 6 portions. Sri Alagiya Manavala Perumal Nayanar, who is one of the commentators for Tiruppavai, says, there are 6 things that a Sharanagata must do. The things are, first, he should convey to Bhagavan that he has no other means to reach mukti. If he can do Karma Yoga and reach mukti, if he is capable of doing Jnana Yoga and reaching mukti, if he is already practicing Bhakti Yoga and can reach mukti, there is no need to surrender to Bhagavan at all. So, the first thing that a Sharanagata must do is to convey to Bhagavan that I have nothing in my hands. It is called Akinchanyam. That is why we fold our hands in front of him. I have nothing in me. If I have something to offer you, I would have my hands like this. When I say like this, I have nothing with me, you have to show your compassion. So the first thing Andal says is, I do not have Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga or Bhakti Yoga. Karavaigal, Pinsendru, Kanam Serndu, Umbom. Karavai, cows that are capable of giving milk. Pinsendru, we walk behind them. We reach the forest and we eat. This is what Andal said. So, the Veda Shastram say that when the Acharya walks in front, the Shishya, the disciple must walk behind. So, Andal here says, my guru is this cow. So, you can now decipher how much knowledge I have. Cow is the usually given example when someone does not have knowledge. Jnanena hinaha pashubhis samanaha. We have heard this. Someone who does not use his knowledge is equated to a cow, to any animal for that matter. That cow is so knowledgeable that it can be considered my guru. So now you can know how much knowledge these cowherds have. So Andal says, Karavaigal Pinsendru. We did not go because it is our dharma. We went because it will give us milk. And we went to the forest. We did not perform any form of dharma. We did not share our food with anybody. We did not offer the food to Bhagavan. We did not face east while eating. We even eat while we are walking. Karavaigal Pinsendru Kanam Serndu. We will reach there and eat. We will go eat on the way. So in any form, do not expect any Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga from me. I have none of them. This is the first thing that Andal says, conveying to Bhagavan that she has no other means to reach mukti. Next, Bhagavan asked her, it's okay if you don't have now. Maybe you will be able to develop it in the future. For that she says, I am a very downtrodden person. I have no chance of developing any of these. This is called Naichya Anusandhana. Naichya means conveying or speaking that I am a poor person, poor by knowledge, poor by devotion, not by wealth. So we have to say, I am a downtrodden person, I have no hope of gaining Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, etc. Andal does that in the second part of this Pashuram. Arivondrum illada aikulathu. We have no knowledge. I do not know what the Atma is. I do not know who Paramatma is. I do not know Bhakti Yoga. I do not even know which is a eternal fruit and which is a transitory temporary fruit. Even if I can't segregate these two, there is no hope of me identifying or getting Atma Sakshatkara and then meditating upon Bhagavan and doing Bhakti Yoga. So, do not expect it from us. Aikulathu. We are all born as cowherds and cowherdesses. So, do not expect these things from us. Arivondrum illada aikulathu. That is Naichya Anusandhanam. Then Bhagavan said, you don't have anything with you now. You have no hope of getting anything in the future also. Then why should I give you? Do you really have nothing with you? For that Andal says, Undannai piravi perundanai punniyam yam udayom. We have done one good merit, one good deed. That merit is, we have that punyam which has made you, the controller of all worlds, come here and be born as Krishna amongst us. Undannai piravi peruntanai punniyam. We do not have punyam by performing yaga, yajna, by performing varnashrama, dharmam, etc. But we have one punyam. That punyam is you. You have come in search for us. Usually it is us who go in search of punyam. But here the punyam, which is Bhagavan himself, has come in search for the cowherds and the cows. So she says, Undannai piravi varundanai punyam yam udayom. We possess it. Andal does not say we have earned it. Yam kondom, yam sadhitom endu sollavilai. She did not say that. She says yam udayom. We possess it. We did not do any effort to get it. All the effort was on Bhagavan's part to come and be born here. Tiruppavai says, Koramatavam Shaidanangal Ariyen Arangattamman. There are two ways to interpret this. The first one is, I must have performed some great penances in the previous births. It is because of that I have become a devotee of Sri Ranganatha in this birth. This is the overall meaning when you look at it at the first glance. But the inner meaning is, Ranganatha must have done some severe penances so that he has reached me as a devotee. Otherwise, someone so great as me, Tiruppavai, would not have become a devotee of Ranganatha. Kora ma tavam shaidanankul can mean both. I must have done some great tapas in the previous births, or Bhagavan must have done some great tapas to come and reach me. That is what Andal also says. The one good thing that we have done is, we have done something which has made you want to come be born with us and mingle with us. Undannai piravi varundanai punniyam yam udayom kuraivondrum illada govinda. The third thing that a Sharanagata must do is praise the great qualities of the Sharanya. When he does surrender to someone, he should first say, I do not have any means to reach my goal. I do not have any hope of developing those means in the future also. The third thing is, you are all powerful. You are omniscient. You are capable of doing so much. You are compassionate. So all the gunas of the person to whom I am surrendering are very important. That is what is going to give me the end result finally. So we must sing that Kurai Undrumillada Govinda. Bhagavan has no faults. He himself, without expecting anybody, is capable of granting mukti to us. Kurai Undrumillada Govinda. Then Undannodu Uravel Namakking Udikka Udiyadu. Krishna asked her, I might be a very generous person. You might be a downtrodden person. But there is no written rule that a generous person must give everything to every downtrodden person. So I can choose whether to give mukti to you or not. For that Andal says no. If you are just some X, Y or Z general person, if I was some A, B, C downtrodden person, then you can choose to give alms to me or not. But we are not X, Y, Z or A, B, C. We are closely related. Kurevannavillada Govinda Untannoodu Uravel Namakking Udikka Udiyadu. this bond between us, this relationship that you are the master, I am the servant. You are the father, I am the son or daughter. You are my Swamy, I am your possession. You are my husband, I am your wife. You are my savior, I am the one protected by you. And you are the one I meditate upon, and I am the one who meditates. You are the one who are finally going to join with me and enjoy me. So in all these respects, this bond between us cannot be destroyed by you and cannot be destroyed by me. So, Undannodu uravel namakkingu ozhikka ozhiyadu. Namakku means you and I. Krishna cannot break this bond, I cannot break this bond. Undannodu uravel namakkingu ozhikka ozhiyadu. This is the fourth thing she says. Then finally in the fifth thing, she apologizes for any mistakes that she has done in the past. Ariyada pillagalum anbinal undannai chirubir alectanavum shiri arulade. Ariyada pillaigalum anbinal. She has stated three reasons. Ariyamai, innocence, we did not know good from bad. Pillaigalum, we are small, we might have done something without being cautious. Anavadhanam, pramadam could have affected us. Then anbinal, we have so much love for you that we sometimes forget protocols, sometimes forget who you are and speak some common words. And so she says, Ariyada pillagalum anbinal undannai chirubir alectanavum shiri arulade. We have called you by using some petty names. Please do not be angry with us. This is what Andal pleads. Now we won't understand what small names has she called. Has she uttered any petty names of Bhagavan? No. But the name that Andal says here is, we have been calling you Narayana, Narayana, while we should have been calling you Govinda all along. In the 28th Pashuram only, Andal for the first time utters Govinda. So, Bhagavan asks in the 27th also, now when she calls him Govinda, she says, why did you not realize that I am Govinda before? Earlier you were calling me Narayana, now you are calling me Govinda. What changed? Andal said, I have now realized that that is a big mistake. How is Narayana such a petty name? Our commentators, our preceptors say, Bhagavan does not like the name Narayana when he is born as Krishna. What does the word Narayana mean? It means he who is the master of all. What does Govinda mean? He who runs behind cows and runs along with, plays with cowherds. Now, when Bhagavan has taken so much effort to be born as Krishna, come into hiding from Kamsa and grow up with all these children, he has given each and every person individual attention and he has taken an avatara just for them. Then it is our duty to praise that specific attention that he has given us. But till now Andal has been saying, he is the master of all, he is the master of all. So that looks like she is nullifying or she is not recognizing, acknowledging the efforts that he has taken to come as Krishna. When someone who is a very busy person takes time out and comes to help us, we should mention that help as much as possible. If we still continue to say that he is good to everyone, he is good to everyone, then we are not acknowledging the specific help that he has done for us. We are not recognizing the effort that he has taken specially for us. That is what Andal also did. She must have called him Govinda, which would recognize, acknowledge all the efforts Krishna took to come and mingle with them. But she has been calling him Narayana, master of the world, master of the world. So Krishna must have been upset by that. So now she changes, Ariyada pillagalum anbinal undannai chirubir alectanavum. We have called you the petty name Narayana. Please do not be angry. Now we have realized that you are Govinda. Undannodu uravel namakkingu ozhikka ozhiyadu. Ariyada pillagalum anbinal undannai chirubir alectanavum shiri arulade. Finally, Iraiva ni tharai parai. Krishna, please give us what we seek. Parai here means Kainkaryam itself. She is going to explain that in tomorrow's Pashuram. For now, it is Parai, and she says, I have done everything that I must do. Nappinnai has also completed her duty as Purushakara. Now, only your duty as Upaya is remaining. Once you do your duty, there is nothing to stop me from getting moksham. So she says, Iraiva ni tharai parai. I cannot attain it on my own. Nobody else, not even Nappinnai can give that. Ni tharai, you are the one who has to give mukti finally. So Andal in this song does 6 things. Karavaigal Pinsendru Kanam Sher Dundu. home. I do not have karma yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, anything. Any other means to reach mukti is not present with me. Arivundamillada aikulattu. I am ineligible to attain any of these. I can never hope to attain them. Undannai piravi virundanai punniyam yamudayon kurevundamillada govinda. You are a repository of auspicious qualities. You have no defects at all. That is singing about the attributes of Bhagavan. Then this bond between us cannot be ignored or destroyed by either of us. So you must give. You are not some generous person and I am not some downtrodden person. You are my father and I am your daughter. So you must give me. Then Ariyada Pillaigalum Andinal Undannai Chiriveranettanavum Shiriyarulade. If I had unknowingly, out of ignorance, performed some mistakes in the past, please forgive me. Iraiva Nidharai Parai. Please give me the Purushartha, the goal, what I want. So these are the 6 things that Andal has practiced here, and she has explained the meaning of the first Vakyam of Dvayam, which says, I surrender to the lotus feet of Sriman Narayana and I accept him as my Upayam. Now that Andal has accepted him as the Upayam, now she has to ask what she wants from Krishna. That she does in tomorrow's Pashuram, Shitranjirihale, the 29th Pashuram. We will see the meaning of Shitranjirihale and Vanga Kadal Hadainda and Andal Kalyanam tomorrow and conclude this series on Tiruppavai with that. For now, I take your leave. Srimatye Vishnu Chittarya Manonandana Hetave Nandanandana Sundaryai Godayai Nityamangalam.